All right. So, good day, everyone. For today, we'll be doing some activities regarding scanning. Um, So, I have outlined the task that we will be doing for today. So, first is obviously we need to have a target server that we will scan. And basic rule in ethical hacking is that we cannot scan IT assets that we don't have permission to work on. So we have what we call Metasploitable, is a deliberately vulnerable server that is free to download from Rapid7. And we'll set it up. So we download the um, virtual machine, okay, and then run it, and then get the IP address because that's the one that we're going to scan. And then for this particular um, video series, so we'll be using two tools. The first one is NMAP, so that's the second task. Now, set up NMAP and check the different commands using the cheat sheet. Right, so we discussed this in the previous videos that for each security tool there is a corresponding cheat sheet which lists down all the common commands that you will be using. All right, and then we used nmap targeting the metasploitable. Okay, and then we can try to manually map the findings to the CVE MITRE database. And then the next would be to set up a vulnerability scanner. So nmap is a port scanner. Okay, and then we'll be setting up a vulnerability scanner called Nessus Essentials. And we'll initiate both unauthenticated and authenticated scans. And last would be to generate an Nessus PDF report. So for the first part, we'll be doing the setting up of Metasploitable, right? And then afterwards, we will do Nmap, and then we'll do Nessus Essentials. All right. So um, I actually have listed down the um, websites where you can download these um, tools and sample servers. So for Metasploitable, you can download it here in the Rapid7 um, website. Best is to already download a VMware player. No? Okay, and then once you download the file, right, you can load it and run it. Okay, so the login for Metasploitable is msfadmin. All right. Okay. And then the second one is here, now the tenable Nessus Essentials. So we'll be discussing this thoroughly in that um, part of the scanning task. And then here is Nmap. Again, Nmap is free, so you can download it. If you're using Windows, you have here some um, binaries, so the installer, and then here is the cheat sheet. So we'll be sharing the link so that you'll have reference and you don't need to type and um, check the links one by one. All right. So I've already set up the Metasploitable. So once you have downloaded it, okay, assuming you have your VMware player, okay, so just open it, and here you'll be able to see Metasploitable. So just click run, open, okay, and it will execute. So it will load, it will boot, okay, and then so it's starting. Okay, right. So it will load everything here. Mhm. Okay, so here it says Metasploitable login. So you can actually it's here, no? So it says login with MSF admin, MSF admin. So we can try. Can type MSF admin, and then password is MSF admin. Right. So now we're inside the server. Okay. So what is the task? So the task is set up Metasploitable and get the IP address. So once we're able to log in, we can get the IP. So the command here is what? ifconfig or ifconfig. So here, okay, you would notice that you have an IP from Ethernet 0, which is 192.168.92.128. So let's check if we can access it. No? So we can go here 192.168.92.128. So open the browser. Let's check it out. So assuming that you have set up Metasploitable properly, okay, and loaded it in the VM player, and you run it and you get the right IP, you will be directed to the web application. Right, so if you click here, you will see the various pages. Okay, all right. So now let's go to Nmap. So we're done here. Okay, we're done with the first task. Let's go to the second task. So to set up Nmap and check the different commands using the cheat sheet. So again, go here, just download the binaries and then install. So usually you have um your standalone Nmap, okay, and then on the side they will the application will ask you to install an npcap or a packet capture. So if you have already installed an application that requires a packet capture like Wireshark, you don't need to install it again. So that's it. All right. So once you have installed it, you can access Nmap in two ways. First is the GUI, and then the GUI um, version of Nmap is ZenMap. So you go here, right? So you just click, and then you can just type the target. Okay, but again, we're not going to do that. Now, so to see the commands na provided, okay, we will use command prompt. So we go to um, command prompt and then type nmap, and it will show you all the commands. So there. All right. So let's go to the task. So let's explore the different commands using the cheat sheet. So let's see. So here in the cheat sheet, you would see some of the commands. No? So script categories, if you are loading a script to check against the target. Okay. And then you can target specific ports. So the command is, or the argument is that dash p, okay, to specify the port. No? All right. And then yeah, you can do probing, you can do scan types, all right, and so on. So you also have your aggregate timing option. So if you want it to be very slow, okay, then you can specify it to dash T0. Okay, so we have T1, T2, T3, T4 until T5, which is very fast, insane, very aggressive. It will likely overwhelm your target ports, no? Because it's very fast. Okay, so what what is a good example, no? One of the good example of nmap would be um, a simple ping. So let's try to go here in this website apc.ed.ph. So it's live. It's working. Okay, it's up. Now let's try to, before we use nmap, let's try to ping. Alright, so ping is a protocol used to do diagnostics, to check whether there is a um, connectivity going to the target um, IP. So here you have the website apc.ed.ph. What will happen is that it will resolve and the website to its corresponding IP. So here it will say that the IP is 18.142.71.56. But as you can see, the response of the server, because here what happens is that ping uses ICMP and will send an echo request. Now once the server receives it, it will respond with an ICMP echo reply. Right? But as you can see here, it seems that the response is RTO, or request timeout. Okay, so what could be our um, observation with this? So it's clear that um, when you go to the website, it's up, but you cannot ping. Most likely, it means that there might be a firewall in between with a rule or a policy stating that ping is not allowed. So if you issue a ping, then I will block it and you will get this response, request timeout. Okay, so very basic, right? Okay, and you cannot conclude that it's down because the website is up, so you're able to access. Right, now let's use nmap. So just to show, because there is a corresponding or a similar command to probe the target IP. So the command here is nmap. Nmap dash sp. You need to probe and then type apc.edu.ph. Enter. It will initiate an nmap, and then it will resolve it and tell you that the DNS record is actually AWS. And it's confirming, nmap is able to confirm that the IP address or the host or the server is up. Okay, so there is validation and there is um, accuracy in terms of results. Right, so this is the command nmap dash small s capital P and then abc.ph. I'm able to confirm. Right. Okay. So that's one example. What are the other things that we can explore? So let's go to the cheat sheet. Um, So by default, you can also do a simple nmap. So let's try to scan this IP 192.168.92.128. So let's go here. Type nmap. Okay, and we'll see. So actually, uh, we're doing task number three, right? Task number three. Okay. So here you would see that there are a lot of ports open. You have 21, 22, 23, 25, 53, 80, and so on, going down up to port 81, 80. So we use the command, just a simple command, nmap, sorry, nmap, then the target IP. So it will do a quick port scan to check which ports in that target IP is available or open. What else? Okay, let's go to the cheat sheet again. Let's try this. OS detection dash O. Right? Let's see if it can tell us the operating system used. So here we call it fingerprinting. Right? So let's try to fingerprint. So here it says that the device type is general purpose. Okay, you have a MAC address saying it's in the virtual machine, which is correct. And the OS is actually a Linux kernel 2.6. Okay, point X. So we don't know the exact, but they can say that it's a Linux 2.6. Okay, so you have your range, okay, based on the OS details. You have 2.6.9 to 2.6.33. Right. So you can explore other commands here, right? What other commands can you use? So you can do fingerprint, you can do probe, you can do um, different types of scans. Okay, all right. So um, yeah, so this is the basic um, capability of Nmap. So as we progressed and as you become more comfortable using Nmap, you'll be exposed to the different applications of it, like determining which HTTP methods are open, if it's vulnerable to a specific um, CVE, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay. So in the next video, we'll talk about um, different types of scans and how do we interpret it. Okay. And what is the perspective or point of view of an attacker and a defender. All right. Okay. Thank you.